Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this is my suggested wildcard team video for those who want a wildcard in this game week. I don't suggest you to do so if you don't feel the need, but if you are in the dire need, go for it. But do listen to the whole video. There are some important bets in it, and without further ado, we'll just get right into it. So first of all, it's only game week 22, so you would have to carry this team up till game week 28, that is the end of the season, because this will be your last wild card chip, and most of these players you would have to carry up and until to the end. So remember, there are gonna be measured blank and double game weeks up till game week 38, so you need to have maximum players including your bench starting 11 players, so that you can rotate and navigate your team through those blanks and double game weeks. So I recommended to you having at least 14 starting 11 players, and if they're 15, then that's truly good. So yeah, in this team I've got 15 starting 11 players, and I believe that this is the team that you, if you wildcard right now, will take you to game week 38 without any without making any massive changes to the doubles and the blanks. So starting off with goalkeepers, I've gone with the duo of Ward and Saha. I also looked at Pope and Arrizabalaga. So Arrizabalaga is getting points left, right, and center. He has got a couple of 10 pointers in the recent game weeks, and Newcastle United are the best defense in the league. So yeah, so it's worth it to go for Pope. He's priced at, I think, 5.5, so that's a premium goalkeeper, and I didn't have luxury to go for him because I wanted to have some money in the bank, because some of you might not have the high team value, so I've kept 0.7 million in my bank. So I've gone with Ward is a must have, I think, at 4.0, and I've gone with Sa, because if you take a look at Wolves fixture list from game week 23 to game week 35, they don't even have a single red fixture, FDR, that is fixture referee rating. So I think he's the one you can go for, and you can rotate him with Ward if you think that Wolves are having a difficult fixture. And Wolves recently have been better defensively and have also kept a couple of clean sheets, so I think Sa is the one you can go for. Then moving into the defense, I've gone with Estupinian, Trippier, Shaw, Bueno, and Mings. So three of them blank in game week 25, but I think for up till game week 25, I think these are the three defenders you should own. Estupinian has been playing very attacking for that Brighton side and has got a couple of assists in recent game weeks. If you take a look at his fixtures up till game week 25, he has got Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Fulham, and then that will be most probably will be a blank against Newcastle if Newcastle win or progress into the finals of a Carabao Cup. I think they will. So I think Newcastle and Brighton will blank in game week 25. So Estupinian along with Trippier right now are the best attacking fullbacks you can own in the league, taking their fixtures and attacking play into account. Trippier, everyone knows how great of a player he has been. He's on track to destroy Robertson record of highest points. He has already got more bonus points for a singular season than anybody ever. So I think Trippier is a must-have. His fixture list up till game week 25 is West Ham United, Bournemouth, and in game week 24 they are up against Liverpool at home, who are struggling to score goals. So I at least expect 2 clean sheets from Newcastle here. Then I've gone with Luke Shaw, who is doubling up in this game week but will blank in game week 25. So this game week they have Crystal Palace and Leeds. He was sick in the 2 cup games, but I think he will recover up till the game week starts, up and until the game week starts. So Crystal Palace and Leeds have been one of the worst defensive sides in the league, so I expect Luke Shaw to get some at least one attacking returns in this double game week. And then in game week 22 23 he again has Leeds, and then he has Leicester. So 4 of the worst defenses in the league in his next 4 fixtures. So I definitely will hold him up till game week 24 and might transfer him in game week 25 if I get the chance. So these will be my starting 3 defenders if I go with this wild card, and I recommend you to do the same. Then on my bench will be Bueno, who has a fixture against Liverpool. And after this fixture, as I said, for Saha up till game week 35, he has no great fixture, difficult rating fixture. So I think Bueno at 3.9 is a must have. He sometimes play up and until 60-65 minutes, so there's a chance that Wolves play a tight defense and get a keep a clean sheet till 60-69, and after that they concede. That has happened a lot of times, so that's an advantage too, because his clean sheet gets locked before he gets after he gets subbed off, and he has provides attacking potential too. So I think Buono at 3.5 is a no-brainer. Then I've gone with Mings. Since the appointment of Emery, Aston Villa have acquired lots of points, and this is due to their defensive, because they are defensively solid. They don't concede loads of goals. I've brought in Mings as is priced at 4.3 million, and I think he has a fixture against Everton, which is an away game in game week 25, where Newcastle and Man United and Brentford and Brighton will blank. So I got to have a defender who would play in game week 25, and for that case I have brought in Mings, so he'll perfectly rotate with our defenders. So we would have at least Buono and Mings in game week 25, and if need persists, we'll take one more defender in and replace Estupinian and Shaw with them, who will be playing in game week 25. So moving on to the midfielders, I've gone with Rashford, Fernandes, Martinelli, Mahrez, and Odegaard. So key absentees from these are De Bruyne and Saka, which are quite highly owned. So De Bruyne, I don't think that the double game week in game week 23 is that much of a great game week, because as I said, Aston Villa have been great defensively, and then it's an Arsenal, so I think Arsenal fixture might be a tight one. Then after the double game week, the fixture turn is very good for Man City. They have Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, and Newcastle. But I think between that Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth game, they have a Champions League fixture with Leipzig, and also in game week 23 they have a double game week. So I might think the chance for rotation for Pep will be in game week 24 and game week 25. So I am not sure whether going for De Bruyne, such a high value asset, if he blanks in one of those two game weeks. Definitely, if he has got the stats quite similar to some of the Arsenal assets, the likes of Odegaard and Saka, and also Mahrez has been consistently delivering and starting for Man City, so I've gone with Mahrez. So I don't certainly think that he will start all of these games, as again I think he will be benched in for that Nottingham Forest or Bournemouth game. But for that we have our bench. Our bench is quite good. We have all 15 starting 11 players. So I've gone with Mahrez instead of De Bruyne, and other ends I've got other Arsenal assets too. So going for Martinelli instead of Saka is not a favorite choice here, because everybody has got with Saka, but I think Saka has scored some tremendous goals in the recent game weeks. But if you take a look at his stats, that is the stats between Nketiah, Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard, for big chances Nketiah is leading, and Saka and Martinelli are on level terms. Obviously Odegaard is their chief creator, so he'll be the ones who will be getting more number of assets. But if you look at the shots inside the box, Nketiah has got 18 shots compared to Saka's 8, which is the lowest among these four. Even Odegaard has got 9 shots inside the box, and Martinelli has got 13. And if you take a look at expected GI, then it's 4.9 for Nketiah, 2.5 for Saka, Martinelli it's 2.8, and Odegaard for it's 2.7. And if you take a look, that is if you conduct an eye test too, you can see that Saka has been getting wonder goals after the restart, and the players that are actually in the box or at the end of the chances are, or creating chances are, Nketiah, Martinelli, and Odegaard. So I firmly believe that these three are the best attacking players or assets that you can own from now till end of the season. Obviously when Jesus comes back, it will be a case that Nketiah will be benched, but right now Nketiah, Martinelli, and Odegaard for me clearly. So I've gone with Martinelli here. So about Odegaard, I don't think I need to speak more than what I've said right now. I think these three are the best choices, and obviously the best three Man United players to own for the double game week 25 are Rashford, Fernandes, and Shaw. So there's a case to triple captain Rashford in this game week. Some of you will be going for Haaland in game week 22, but 23. But the form he's in, I think Rashford, being a midfielder, also he's scoring in every single game. I know he didn't score in the cup game against Reading, and he was taken off early. But I think Crystal Palace and Leeds have been one of the worst defenses in the league. The form is in. I definitely think Rashford scores at least two in this double game week, and triple captaining him will be a great success. So if you are thinking about it, go for it. Then Fernandes has been getting more attacking returns than Salah and De Bruyne combined since the restart. So I think he's the one you should definitely own, at least for this game week. Then after that, you can, if you have the money in your bank, you can transfer him out. Then moving on to forwards, I've gone with Holland, Kane, and Nketiah. So for game week 22, I would start Holland and Nketiah, and there will be one from Kane and Mahrez getting benched. So Holland, I don't think I've got to talk much about him. I think everyone should own him, and don't think he too starts or every single game from this to game week 25. I think he'll get benched in one or two because they are prioritizing Champions League football. So definitely there's a chance that Holland will get benched. Then I've got with Nketiah. I've already told you the reasons behind that, their stats and stuff. If you take a look at his individual stats, his xg is 0.48, his XA is 0.08. So his expected points for game week 22 are 5.8, and he's only owned by 6.3% of managers, so he will be a massive differential. So Saka is quite highly owned, but I still would recommend keeping Martinelli if you have him. And on my bench will be Kane or Mahrez, as I said, for this game week. So this will be my wildcard team if I choose to hit the wildcard button for this game week, but I will definitely not. If you have the need to, go for it. So yeah, this will be my team. So 0.7 in the bank. You can transfer out players that you don't want in upcoming blank and double game weeks accordingly to your plans. So that's it. So if you liked watching this video, do subscribe to our channel and like the video because it helps with the statistics, and also follow us on FPL Football Fanatic on Instagram, and do let me know what you guys think of this draft in the comment section below, and I will see you in the my team selection video for game week 22 later in this week.